welcome back to my channel. This is Coach Michelle Hong. In today's episode, we're going to go over the 10 different disciplines that you can get involved in this sport of figure skating. That's right. There's 10 different areas that you can get invested in, and you don't have to just stick to singles, pairs, and ice dancing like you see on TV and at the Olympics. There's so much more that you have yet to explore, and I know many of you out there haven't heard of these disciplines because they're not really talked about in this sport and they're not as popular as what you see on TV. But like I say in all my videos, I want everybody to have the opportunity to skate, and I want everybody to feel like they can be part of this sport despite their age, despite their size, despite their background. So I hope that this video gives you some inspiration that you can really get involved in this sport in so many ways than what you think right now. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel for more figure skating content. I love you all, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first discipline and the most popular one is single skating. So single skating is when an individual skater is out there performing jumps, spins, footwork, spirals, and all that great stuff to a specific piece of music, and they're going out there competing as an individual. So it's very clear that you do not have any support from a partner or a team when you are doing single skating. So it is all up to you to put out what you have been practicing. So single skating is something that is highly popular within the figure skating world because you want to start out establishing yourself as a strong single skater to be able to do all the different disciplines that I'm going to discuss in the rest of this video. The second most popular discipline is pair skating. So once you establish yourself as a single skater and you're able to glide, move, do jumps and spins, then you can link up with a partner and you can start to develop skating skills together. You can do side-by-side jumps, side-by-side spins, and side-by-side footwork. So there's two ways to think about how to start pair skating. So if you are young and you so happen to have a brother, if you're a girl, or vice versa, if you are someone who is looking to partner up with another individual, then you can start out by connecting with a pairs coach that will guide you through this process. So it's kind of difficult to get into pair skating if you don't have that accessibility to a pairs instructor in your area. So that's why it's not as easy to develop this discipline. However, if you are lucky enough to know a pairs coach, it'll be a good idea for you to connect with them, see if there's any partners potentially around your area that you can do a trial partnership with. And it's really important that you have good chemistry. It's important that you have similar skating styles, similar work ethic, and all that great stuff. And in addition to that, you want to be at the same level as well, which will be helpful. So that is all about pair skating. And one more other thing, as a girl in pair skating, you want to be tough. You're being thrown into the air, you're being flipped upside down, you are being spun around. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to look into a pairs coach in your area. The third discipline that you see on TV is ice dancing. So this is another partnered sport where a girl and a boy, or a man and a woman, are partnered up and they are performing these ice dances, and it looks like ballroom dancing on ice. It's so beautiful to watch on TV, and I love the costumes and the energy and the expression that is being conveyed through these skaters. And it's awesome to see that ice dancing is becoming more popular. And one awesome thing that I'm gonna go dive into as a fourth discipline is called solo dance. So if you are having a hard time finding a partner, you can also start doing solo dancing now. So that means you as an individual who really wants to get involved with the tempo, the timing, the rhythm, the edge quality, and the twizzles, and all the difficult turns that are involved in ice dancing, then you can, and you don't have to wait to find a partner to be able to do this. Solo dance is also a national level sport, and you're able to go out there and do all the different dances in your level, and you can move up the ranks in that way as well, which is phenomenal. Another great opportunity, especially for those who are not interested in jumping or spinning and more interested in dancing on ice. So the fifth discipline is synchronized skating. Synchronized skating is so beautiful to watch, and it's when a group of skaters, a team of skaters, are performing together in unison, synchronized. It's so beautiful to see how they literally all look the same, and they're able to create these beautiful lines, these beautiful patterns on the ice while getting deep in the edges, and you're able to spin. I also think that synchronized skaters jump as well. So like I said in the beginning, you want to establish yourself as a strong single skater, and then you can start moving into synchronized skating. Because imagine if you don't know how to skate and you're trying to skate as a team, I think it will be very dangerous if you're tripping and falling and then pulling your other teammate down. So synchronized skating is a great option for those of you who are really loving skating. You've established your skating skills as an individual skater, and you want to get involved with the sport in a team environment. Some people are not interested in doing individual programs. It scares them, or it's just not their thing, and they really want a team sport. So synchronized skating is a great option. They definitely have some junior teams where you start out super young, and they have senior level teams as well where they're able to compete on the international circuit. So it's a great option that I highly encourage people to get involved in, as it's becoming a lot more popular, and I hear they're really trying to push for synchronized skating to be in the Olympics as well. So the sixth discipline is called theater on ice. Theater on ice is something that I really loved growing up. So in addition to my single skating, I was part of a theater on ice team, which is a production team. A group of skaters from all different ages are able to come together to create a story on the ice. You wear these elaborate costumes, you're able to tell a story, and you are able to really express yourself as an artist. So you're able to incorporate jumps, spins, fun elements, tricks, and all that great stuff. And theater on ice is becoming a lot more popular as well. In the years that I've been a coach, I've seen a lot of people start trickling into theater on ice, and they also are part of single skating, or they also do pair skating. So people are able to do more than one discipline. There's no restrictions as long as you have the resources. That's one of the big downsides to skating, is that it takes a lot of resources in order to be doing these different disciplines. But what I do really enjoy about theater on ice is that if you really just want to be able to be part of another team sport, but you don't necessarily feel like you want to have everything in unison and you still want to shine, theater on ice allows you to do that, because you'll have like solo parts, or you'll be able to be a specific character, which I love. And this is a sport that you can also compete in the national level and the international level, which is awesome. So the seventh discipline is contemporary skating. Contemporary skating is really new to me. I didn't grow up with contemporary skating, but I do see a lot of theaters or ice theaters popping up and sharing their love for contemporary skating, which stems from contemporary dance and circus performance. And I believe it is an origin of France and a group called Les Patins Libres. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but they were the ones that really fostered this development of contemporary skating, where you're able to move your body and listen and feel the music, and you're not necessarily doing jumps or spins, but it's more of contemporary dance on ice, which is awesome. I am also friends with the American Ice Theater co-founders, Garrett and Kate, and so that has been a really awesome movement that has been shifting and developing the US figure skating community as well, because now a lot more people feel comfortable to be doing very unique movements on the ice, and they don't feel restricted to kind of that balletic style, the specific form that you have to do when you're on the ice. So if you're a dancer, or you've really loved just moving your body in ways that is not really mainstream, then I think that this is going to be a great avenue for you to explore. So I would highly encourage you to look into American Ice Theater, and that will be helpful for your journey if you're interested in developing that on the ice. The 8th discipline is adult skating. So the adult figure skating community is so big now, and I love being able to work with my adult skaters. So I believe that you are considered an adult skater if you're over the age of 21, and so then you can start competing in the adult sector of the sport. You can take moves in the field as an adult, you can take free skate tests as an adult, you can take ice dancing tests as an adult, and you can compete as an adult, which is awesome. You can go to international competitions, you can perform in showcase competitions. There's honestly no limit anymore in this sport, and I think that that is so awesome because, like I always like to express, age is but a number. If you want to do something and if you're passionate about it, you should be able to do so. So I appreciate how US Figure Skating has developed all these different avenues for adult figure skaters who are passionate about competing and being part of the sport just as much as anyone else. So I highly encourage you out there, if you're an adult and you're really interested in starting skating, know that you have opportunities to perform. Know that you have opportunities to compete. It's not too late for you. The 9th discipline in figure skating is collegiate skating. And this is something that is near and dear to my heart because I had the opportunity to compete for the UC Berkeley collegiate skating team, and I was also the team captain and the president at one point. So it is interesting because collegiate skating is not like what you envision when you're thinking about college sports. College sports in other arenas like basketball, football, and baseball are really intense, and that is the way that people are scouted to go to the NBA or the NFL. But for collegiate skating, it's more of a transition for figure skaters. So if you are a skater that competed all your life, this is a great avenue for you to kind of establish this team environment if you were always an individual skater. And if you're new to the sport, then you can definitely join in college, which is really awesome. Collegiate skating is a community that allows you to do what you love with the people who also love the sport. So I helped run the Cal Figure Skating team my senior year, and it was awesome to be able to work with my teammates to book travels to competitions in Colorado, to host competitions in our hometown of Oakland, and it is a lot of hard work, but there's just so much fulfillment that I also gained from that experience. So if you want me to share a full video of how I was able to lead a collegiate figure skating team, let me know in the comment section below. If you're a collegiate skater out there or you're interested in starting skating in college, let me know if you're interested in that, and I will share more in a future video. And the last discipline, and it's honestly my most favorite discipline, is showcase skating. So showcase skating is phenomenal. I love being able to pick music that really makes me feel some type of way, and I love pairing a costume that is outrageous or tells a story. So showcase skating is different than technical skating because you're able to do whatever elements you want in the program. Whereas in technical skating, you have to do specific number of jumps, a specific number of spins, and when you're competing at a specific level, you are definitely required to meet a specific criteria. So with showcase skating, you can put whatever jumps, whatever spins, and whatever elements and movements you want in your program. So it's more free and creative, and the judges judge you based off of how you're able to express yourself, your musicality, your storytelling, and all that great stuff. And so I feel like for my creative side, and for those of you out there who are really all about storytelling and pushing the envelope in terms of artistry, showcase competitions and showcase skating is great for you. And then down the line, when you establish yourself as a show skater, you can also have opportunities for growth as a professional show skater, and you can tour the world, and you could potentially be on Disney on Ice. Which brings me to another point, If you're interested in having me share all the different ways that you can become a professional skater or make money in the sport, let me know in the comment section below and I'll definitely work on doing that for a future video. But anyways, like this video if you're interested in more skating content, and I hope that you enjoyed all the different disciplines that I shared with you, and I can't wait for you to grow and develop as a skater. I just want to shed light on all the different opportunities that you can grow in this sport, and I love you all so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye.